So, 2014 Jeep Cherokee. They started noticing a little oil on the ground a couple weeks ago. Wow, it's a little bit more than a little. And I get to looking around the engine and stuff, and it's pretty clean overall. I just did rear brakes on this about a month ago, maybe a little bit more than a month ago, and they said that's about when they first started noticing the first few little drips. A couple weeks later, then it was more, and then now we're looking at a lot. I got to looking around the engine and stuff, and then I looked down here inside the valley, and right down next to this oil filter cap. You can't see it right now. I'll show you later whenever I get back home. But there's oil all around it. What ends up happening a lot of times is these guys go to torque these oil filter caps back down inside there, and then crank the hell out of them, and they crack that filler neck. So be careful where you go get your oil changes. Plus, it's plastic, so it could break anyway. It's not a very strong part. And then what ends up happening is it leaks down the center of the valley. It goes down the transmission, that leaks around the bell housing, right on the ground. It's not a very hard job to do. Let's check the oil real quick.
Sarah! Do you want this?
It's low, about a quart and a half low. So that'll be the next step. Upper plenum, lower plenum, and then the whole oil filter cooler assembly has to come out of the center of the engine to get this job done. So I've got it ordered about a month ago. This part was probably about $225 for the cooler, and then the upper lower gaskets for the plenums. But now I called the dealer up, and they want like $325 employee price for the cooler assembly. And I said, nope, I'm not doing that. I'm an employee. Why would I pay that price? And they said, well, because we can't get that part right now. We actually had to outsource that part from another company that gets OEM parts and order a bunch of them in at like $275 a cooler. That whole the filler neck cooler assembly, and we can't get rid of it at. It's such a real bad problem right now with the 14. It's like 14 to 17 3.6 liter Chrysler product cooler assemblies, that they're saying that they're selling them like hotcakes. So where they used to be, you know, $150, $175 a kit, they went up to $275 when they were not available, and now the dealer is selling them at $325 to $350. That's to an employee. So what do you think the customer is going to pay? Almost $400 for that part. Plus you got to get the upper and lower plenum gaskets. Then you're going to have to get coolant. You're going to have to change the oil and stuff probably, or at least add oil to it. But I would change the oil. Wow. Look at this. That hawk up there in the tree just swooped down and grabbed a bird. He's got it in his claws. Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, so that's where we're at now. So I went on Amazon. I found the kit for I think it's $169.99, $179.99, and it'll be available. I think it said March 3rd it'll be available, and it'll be shipped to the house by March 5th. So that's when I will finish the job. But this is just an update on what's coming.